Golden mountains of buttery crumbles sinking into a cloud-like vanilla-scented yeast dough. Authentic German Streuselkuchen is a textural masterpiece that demands absolute precision. We are building this iconic sheet cake entirely from scratch today, mastering the airy Hefeteig base, mixing the rich clumped streusel topping, and executing the perfect high-heat bake. I am Anna Park, and joining me to conquer this beloved bakery staple are two absolute authorities: Chef Dieter Weber, a third-generation master baker operating out of Munich, and Chef Sabine Moeller, a pastry technique specialist from Berlin.
For the foundation, our Hefeteig, we must build a strong but tender structure. In a stand mixer, combine 500 gram/3,5 cups of bread flour, 7 gram/1/4 ounce of instant yeast, and 60 gram/1/4 cup of granulated sugar. Pour in 250 milliliter/1 cup of whole milk, heated precisely to 33 Grad Celsius/100 Fahrenheit, plus 77 gram/5 tablespoons of softened butter. Knead on medium speed for exactly 8 minutes until the dough pulls cleanly away from the bowl. Cover it tightly with a damp towel and let it proof for 60 minutes in a warm, draft-free area at 22 degrees Celsius/77 Fahrenheit until doubled in volume.
Weil the yeast dough rises, we create the star, the streusel. The secret is keeping your fat cold. In a white bowl, whisk 300 gram/2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 150 gram/3/4 cup of granulated sugar, and a pinch of salt. Cut 200 gram/7 ounce of unsalted butter straight from the fridge into small cubes. Using just your fingertips, quickly pinch the cold butter into the dry ingredients for 3 minutes until clumps form the size of large peas. Immediately transfer the bowl to the refrigerator to chill for 30 minutes at 4 degrees Celsius/40 degrees Fahrenheit so the butter does not melt.
Now we assemble the layers. Punch down the proofed dough and roll it out into a 30 by 40 cm, 12 by 16 inch rectangle. Press it evenly into a lightly greased baking sheet. We must brush the surface with 15 milliliter/1 tablespoon of cold milk to act as a binder. Take your chilled streusel from the fridge and scatter the crumbles generously and evenly over the entire surface, right to the edges. Let the assembled cake undergo a second proof for 20 minutes at 22 degrees Celsius/72 degrees Fahrenheit. Meanwhile, preheat your oven to a steady 190 degrees Celsius/375 degrees Fahrenheit.
The bake requires high, even heat to crisp the streusel before the dough dries out. Scatter 10 gram or 2 teaspoons of coarse pearl sugar over the crust for extra crunch. Place the baking sheet on the middle rack of your preheated oven at 190 degrees Celsius or 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Bake for exactly 25 minutes. After 12 minutes, rotate the pan 180 degrees to ensure an even golden brown crust. You are looking for the streusel peaks to turn a deep toasted gold, while the underlying dough registers an internal temperature of 90 degrees Celsius or 195 degrees Fahrenheit on an instant read thermometer. Remove from the oven and set on a wire rack.
A traditional finishing glaze, or Zuckerguss, seals in the moisture and adds a bright citrus snap that cuts through the butter's richness. While the cake is still warm, whisk together 120 gram or 1 cup of powdered sugar and 30 milliliter or 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice until perfectly smooth. Using a spoon, drizzle this glaze rapidly back and forth across the hot streusel. You must let the cake rest and cool for at least 15 minutes at room temperature, exactly 20 degrees/68 degrees Fahrenheit, allowing the glaze to set into a brittle, glistening shell before you even think about slicing.
Once you master the base, you can introduce seasonal fruit, the famous Zwetschgenkuchen. Before adding the streusel, layer 800 gram, 1¾ pounds of pitted and halved Italian prune plums directly onto the rolled-out yeast dough. Because the fruit releases heavy moisture, you must adjust the baking parameters. Lower the oven temperature to 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and extend the baking time to 35 minutes. Let it cool for 20 minutes at room temperature, 20 degrees Celsius, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. To balance the tartness of the baked plums, serve each slice with 30 grams/2 tablespoons of unsweetened whipped cream.
That textural contrast is everything. 3 core takeaways for perfect Streuselkuchen. First, your must be exactly 38 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit to activate the yeast without killing it. Second, keep your streusel butter ice cold at 4 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and handle it quickly so it bakes into crisp pearls, not a greasy sheet. Third, respect the 2-stage proofing process to guarantee a cloud-like base under that crunchy canopy. Dieter, Sabine, thank you for bringing these authentic Bavarian and Berlin bakery techniques right into our home kitchens. It is finally time to slice into that golden crust.